Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this lesson. Here we're looking at question number 4. And this question comes from a BGCSE Biology Paper 2 past paper. And this is the year 2010. Okay, 2010. And so let's consider question number 4 of this paper. What does it say? Well, it says the diagram shows the internal structure of a leaf. And so here we have this diagram that they have given us in this exam, right? And this diagram represents or shows the internal structure of a leaf. So here we have this line, which is labeled P, right? Pointing to a structure labeled P, right? And we have this line that points to a structure which we label Q. And we have this line, right? S, all right? It's really a combination of two lines, really. One goes down and one across. And that is pointing to a structure which we label R. And then here we have the structure here labeled S, okay? But all these are parts of, all these structures here are parts of the internal structure of a leaf. So you're actually looking at the internal structure of a leaf, and we have different parts, right? And so the question naturally is, name the structures labeled P, R, and S. What are they? So what is P, all right? What is the structure here? What is R, okay, this structure here? And what is S, this open gate if you must, all right? What is that? Okay, so let's label these structures. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab this question and we're gonna put it on the PowerPoint so that we can be able to edit it, all right? Open up. And so we're still trying to consider, and you can try it on your own. You can begin trying it while I format this thing. But ask yourself, what are these structures, right? What are they, all right? And so let us begin. So the P, right? The structure labeled P is actually, right? That's actually the waxy cuticle. So waxy cuticle. Okay, that's the structure labeled P. That's pointing to the waxy cuticle. I'm going to put that in red. Okay. Next up, we have the structure labeled R. The structure labeled R, what is that pointing to? All right, so this is structure labeled R here. Well, that's pointing to the guard cell, right? So that's the guard cell. Finally, the third one that they want us to label is S. And S is pointing to the stomata pore, right? The stomata pore. Stomata pore, right? Sorry, the stomata pore, right? STOMATA, the stomata pore, okay? And so, again, P is the waxy cuticle, all right? S is the stomata pore, and R is the guard cell. All right, so we know their names, but the question is, what is their function, all right? What do they do? Like, why are they there? And so that's the next question. In some sense, it says, give the function of the structure labeled P and R. So what is the function of this structure labeled P, and what is the function of this structure labeled R? Like, what is its function, right? And so let's go ahead and answer that particular question. Okay, what is its function? Okay, so I'm going to insert. And so let's begin with P. Okay, so let's begin with P. So I'll put P. I'm not going to write it on the line, or maybe I should. What should I do? Write it on the line? Okay, we'll write it on the line, and we just have to make it smaller. Okay, so let's begin. So for P, remember P points to the waxy cuticle. Okay, and the function of the waxy cuticle, we just add it, is to decrease, right? To decrease the function of the waxy cuticle now. Waxy cuticle. So let's make this lower in text. All right, but the function of the waxy cuticle is to decrease the rate of transpiration, or to allow light to enter the leaf. The purpose or the function of P, that's the waxy cuticle, is to decrease the rate of transpiration or to allow light to enter the leaf. Next we have R, and R points to the guard cell. Right? R points to the guard cell. So what is the point? What is the purpose? What is the function of the guard cell? Well, to control, the function of the guard cell is to control the process of gaseous exchange. So the function or the purpose of R is to control the process of gaseous exchange. That's the function of R. Okay, moving right along. It says explain the importance of intercellular air spaces in the leaf. All right. Why is it important? And notice we have to explain, and this is whole 3 marks. Okay. So we have to explain the importance of intercellular air spaces in the leaf. All right. Why is intercellular air spaces in the leaf important? All right. And we have to do some explaining. Okay, so you cannot write 2 words, 3 words, and expect to get a 3-point answer. Okay, so we have to explain it some more. Okay, why do we have intercellular air spaces in the leaf? Okay, so let's answer this question. So let's put the question up. All right, and I'm going to answer it here. So intercellular, right? Intercellular air spaces. Let's spell that correctly. Intercellular air spaces. What they're gonna do? They allow gases to move freely about inside of the leaf. So that's one good importance of the intercellular airspace. They're going to allow gases to move freely about inside of the leaf. All right. What does it also do? Well, it provides, okay, it provides a pathway for oxygen to escape the leaf. A pathway, so it provides a pathway for oxygen to escape the leaf. It also provides a pathway for carbon dioxide to reach, okay, to reach photosynthesizing cells, right? To reach photosynthesizing cells. And we know that carbon dioxide is important for photosynthesis. Even though human beings, we exhale carbon dioxide, it's actually good for the plant. It helps with photosynthesis. So a pathway for carbon dioxide to reach photosynthesizing cells. And for transpiration, we spelled this wrong, photosynthesizing. Photosyn the Okay, so let's fix this. Photosynth, so that's gonna be SCYNTHESIZING, photosynthesizing cells. And for transpiration to occur. All right, so that's going to be our answer. Intercellular spaces allow gases to move freely about inside of the leaf. It provides a pathway for oxygen to escape the leaf, a pathway for carbon dioxide to reach synthesizing cells, and for transpiration to occur. All right, so that's it for that question. Let's move on. And notice how we explained it, right? Notice how we did not state one reason. Um, we did not just state give 5 words or 2 words. We explained ourselves and we gave it a good explanation. Okay, so moving right along. And the last and final question for this section is going to be state what will happen. Right? So the question states the following. State what will happen to the part labeled S if the air around the leaf is very hot and dry. Okay? State what will happen to the part labeled S if the air around the leaf is very hot and dry. And then they want us to explain why this would happen. Okay? And if we answer everything correctly, we would get 11 marks. Okay? So state what will happen, right? To the part labeled S if the air around the leaf is very hot and dry. So structure S, so let's proceed with this with the answer. Structure S would do what? Would close, right? To increase. We remember we are trying to explain what happened to the part labeled S if the air around the leaf is very hot and dry. So if the air around the leaf is very hot and dry, structure S would do what? Close, right? To decrease, sorry, to decrease, not increase, to decrease the process of transpiration. And transpiration is basically water leaving the leaves, all right? Water loss, water loss from, sorry, water loss. What can happen if the plant lose water at this particular time? Water loss would decrease, right? It would decrease the process of photosynthesis and causes wilting in plants. Now, this is because water moves from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Okay, so let's put this in red. All right. So it says we have what will happen to the part labeled S. And what is the part labeled S? Okay, that is the stomata pore. Right? What would happen to the stomata pore? Right? Would it remain open or would it close up? Well, according to our answer, it would close, right? It would close so as to decrease the process of transpiration. Now, water loss would decrease the process of photosynthesis and causes wilting in plants. This is because water moves from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Okay? All right, so that brings us to the end of this session. All right, so we have answered question number 4 from this BGCSE past paper number 2. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in another video.